Not too far, it just seems like it is. I'm Rob Colias, he's Jordan Helly, and this is the Maui News Sports Report. A large week in Maui sports to cover, Jordan, so let's get right to it. If Lahaina Luna has ever played a better, more dominating half of football, I haven't seen it in my 25-year career of covering the MIL as the Lunas rolled past Kamehameha Hawaii 52-7 and into their third state championship game. Maui's Dusty Payne wins the Reef Hawaiian Pro, the first leg of the Triple Crown of Surfing on the North Shore of Oahu. Kamehameha Maui successfully defends its medium division cheerleading title while dominating really the whole field. And the University of Hawaii football team breaks a 17-game drought on the road with a 13-0 win at San Jose State. But Jordan, there's just no doubt we have to start with that performance by the Lunas, which was one for the ages.
Yeah, it was dominating in all facets of the game. Lahaina Luna, 5 interceptions, including a pick six, 65 yards by Makoa Faliki Tonga, their quarterback in the secondary. 302 total yards in the first half, just 66 for Kamehameha Big Island. The Warriors from the Big Island with just 6 first downs for the entire game. The Lunas led it 45-7 at intermission. It was eerily reminiscent defensive performance-wise to the last time they played a Big Island team in the state tournament, 2011, against Konawaina. 7 interceptions in that one, 5 on Saturday night against Kamehameha Hawaii. Offensively, if we're going to talk a little historics, against Kaimuki in 2007, reminiscent of that steamroll performance on offense where they put up 50-plus points against the Bulldogs. In that one, it was a little bit of offense, a little bit of defense, special teams. Jared Rocha added a field goal, including all the extra points, and it was just a dominating performance by Lahaina Luna in all facets. They were well prepared, well rested, and that was the worry, right? A little bit of rust, but they showed no signs of that as they just steamrolled right through. They were clicking on all cylinders. The best game we've seen them play in a long, long time, and it came at the best time of the year, and you got to imagine that momentum is going to carry over next week into what should be a very, very good game against Iolani, the team that has knocked them out twice before in state championship games. Hopefully a third time's a charm for the Lunas.
And, you know, the Iolani passes the ball a lot, but the Lunas showed how good they are in that secondary. Just an electric 65-yard interception return for a touchdown that really kind of slammed the door by Makoa Faliki Tonga. The quarterback, he completed his last 6 passes, 6 for 9 on the night, ran for good yardage. Jared Rocha Islas, nearly 100 yards, and really 12 guys carried the ball, man. It was like they were playing a lower-tier MIL team, and they just looked really, really good. And, Jordan, a ton of these seniors were key contributors when they were sophomores 2 years ago when they reached that state final.
Yeah, a lot of these guys, 3-4-year guys, you wrote an article about those 7 guys who started playing as freshmen from day one with Lahaina Luna, part of that 2011 team that had 7 interceptions in the semifinals, part of that 2012 team as sophomores against Iolani in the state championship game. They've been to Aloha Stadium. They know what it's like. They know what it takes. So that experience, I think, carried over big time on Saturday in the semifinals, and it'll mean even more once they get to Aloha Stadium on Friday, someplace they're accustomed to playing, and they'll be used to it. They'll be ready for the big moment.
No doubt. And Dusty Payne, what can you say? A Maui guy wins a Triple Crown event. That was unthinkable just a few years ago until really Dusty kind of burst onto the scene with a runner-up finish in the Triple Crown series in 2008. He spent time on the World Tour. He decided he didn't want to, really commit his entire season to that, but a near perfect 2-wave score of 19.64, perfect is 20. And that was the best heat score of the event, and he was the only one of the finalists that had to go through 7 heats to win this thing. Just incredible.
I can't believe it. It's always been a dream of mine to win here, and watching Andy win, and I'm so stoked. It was fun. I got to surf perfect Haleiwa for 4 days. You can't ask for much more.
And Jordan, where were you in 2011, the last time Hawaii won a road football game, and the Warriors pitched a shutout despite being outgained 462 yards to 240? Just remarkable.
Yeah, it makes no sense that they won this game, let alone shut them out. But they did what they do. They came up on defense 5 trips for the Spartans into the red zone, 0 points, just unbelievable. Maui guy Keelan Evelico continues to impress in limited touches, 1 catch for 31 yards, 2 rushes for 9 yards, 4.5 yards per carry there. His per touch average is through the roof, but limited touches at that. So hopefully we'll see him going forward. But a huge win for Norm Chow and the guys on the road. Unbelievable.
And really, yeah, and for for a team that's been through what they've been through for not only this year but the last couple years, that had to be just a great win for them. And Kamehameha Maui cheerleading. We've got a little bit of a dynasty starting here. Ann Safri and Keali'i Molina are the coaches, and two state titles in a row. Before last year, the MIL had never won a state cheerleading title. And at the school where you coach, just special stuff they've got going up there.
Yeah, one of the flagship programs there up at Kamehameha Maui, and what they have been doing the last couple of years just speaks volumes, adding a couple of state championship banners. Dominated, just absolutely dominated. We talked about Lahaina Luna's domination.
Yeah.
They were equally as dominant on the mat on Saturday at the Blaisdell. Beat the second place team in the medium division by 11 points. And they also beat the large division champion Radford by 19 points. They were by far and away the best team out there at the cheer competition at the state tournament on Saturday. So just a dominating performance by them, and they are a team that is becoming a little bit of a dynasty, as you mentioned.
And yeah, I mean, you usually win those titles by 1, 2, maybe 3 points. And something special going on up in Pukalani. That's our report for this week, and send us your bobbleheads.